It's not about manipulation. It's, for me, it's about being true to the ideas and then acting and reacting as you go to make it feel correct. You don't know everything going in, but you act and react as you go. It's always an experiment. I love known actors and unknown actors. Common sense says the right person for the role. And so you keep looking until you find those people. Sometimes I might have somebody in mind. Get the person that marries to that part. They can do that part. And I don't ever give actors cold readings. I just feel that's completely a torment for them, and I don't learn anything. And I also then want to start rehearsing with them. So that would be a long, long time to do that with every actor. So I like to talk to them and just look at them while they talk. And I start running them through the script as they're talking. And some of them go partway and then stop, and one of them goes all the way through, like that. Headshots are one thing, but then I like to meet the people, or sometimes Joanna will has people talk on video. I never make them audition a scene, ever. And I like to talk to people or see them talking, and then I get a feeling about them, and I can see if they can make it through the film. Like I'm running scenes in my head, and they'll see this person can go this far or do that, but it's just not going to work for that. And it goes like that. So eventually, through meeting and talking, I find the people like that. Naomi came in and did not look exactly like the photograph that I had fallen in love with.
It was disappointing.
It was not disappointing.
A little bit.
It was devastating. So I asked Naomi if she could come back with some makeup on, and then she did, and we talked some more like this.
Nonetheless, David looked at me right away, eyes and connection, and he just was beaming with light, and somehow I just suddenly felt like his energy relaxed me, and I was able to show myself, because I think from so many years of rejection I built up veneer after veneer and thought, okay, who do they want me to be? Am I supposed to be funny, sexy, smart, shy, quiet? And I didn't know who I was anymore. But the way he looked at me was just so powerful, and he actually asked me questions. So there was a conversation. It wasn't just eyes on me. I actually felt the courage to talk to him and ask him questions, and suddenly we were two people. And I walked out of that meeting just like almost in floods of tears. It was one of the most special. Sorry, it's getting pretty cheesy now, isn't it?
So beautiful.
David creates an environment on his set that is very neutral, and basically I think we're all of the same mind. I think he carefully chooses his people, and they're like-minded people. He has all these ideas, and he talks to you, and he finds out who you are a little bit. And it's almost like we're a vessel or a blank canvas, and he's got his ideas that he puts onto us, and because we're like-minded people, we can contribute our own experiences and combine that with his and put that out there.
The actor has to understand enough to make it real from a deep place. Actors, they can get to a place, they're filled with, wonder and imagination, and they get it so quick, no matter how strange a thing is. They get it, and their talent is to make it real. They get it, and their talent is to make it real from a deep place. And when that happens, it's really, really beautiful. The idea came along to define this particular character, the way this character is. They've been cast because you feel they're the best one to realize that character. Then you talk to them so that that character they catch the same way you caught it. And they say, okay. And the way you do that is you have rehearsals. Sometimes it just comes out flawless. They have understood the thing from the get-go. Sometimes the first things are far away from where it needs to be. A lot of talking and looking them in the eye and seeing if there's some understanding based on these words you're saying. And the things that you say in between the trying, in between the rehearsing, they might be, stupid things. But between me and the actor, they're not stupid. And they're just little keys that, put it, closer to being correct. And then when it feels correct, we both know it. The proof of the pudding is in the tasting. So the next rehearsal, the next time you try it, say when you say this and this, it could mean this and this and this. That could be that, like that. No. It's this. Oh, okay. I got it. And then you have another rehearsal. Now instead of being out here, it's now come into here. Still, these things, those things. Yeah. Okay, another rehearsal. It's almost there. And then the fine tuning, this and this. The light bulb goes off. They've got it. They've got it for this scene and probably for other scenes, maybe the whole thing. They own it. Now they bring all their talent down the correct road. They've got that character, and you've done your job. We're all human beings. So it would be wrong to say, you fuckhead. That is the stupidest thing you interpreted there. This is not the right way. A lot of times it doesn't work, maybe because out of nervousness or some kind of fear or some kind of just not letting go for different things or not understanding. So you make them feel comfortable. You make them feel that it's no problem failing in trying this thing, no problem. It's not embarrassing. It's a sign of courage, really, and great work to try things to make it real. And no problem if it comes out embarrassing. Fix it next time, whatever. And then you explain certain things, and eventually they feel more and more comfortable, and they have more and more understanding, enough understanding to do it. And there you go. You've got it. It's recorded. Great actors. Both Richard Farnsworth and Harry Dean, they're two of the most natural actors on the planet. Richard does this inhale. It's got all this feeling in it. It's just incredible. Just before the camera lifts up and goes into the sky and Angelo's music comes in. It's so beautiful. And I had them talking a little bit. I think Richard said, "I love you, Lyle," or something like this. It wasn't part of the script. And, but it opened up a thing in Richard. And that's where that little gasp, that little catch came. And that was so beautiful. Do you remember what kind he played when he came out? You told him.
Yeah, I got to hear it. I don't know. I never heard
wrote it.
Yeah, but did he play? He played it that way. I like to call David my second best wife. It's a marriage. It's an incredible thing that we just know each other so well. And say, Angelo, I'm thinking about this, and I'll say, well, what is it, David? What's the mood? And he will start talking, and I sit at a keyboard, and we'll put a little recorder on. And I record everything. We record everything that I play, and then he will key into something, and he sees what he's going to shoot by listening to this music. And very often he'll take that music and bring it right to the set and let the actors move and speak at that pace. And what's so beautiful about David is that when he decides that something is right, he knows it right away. And he does not vacillate. You go to bed that night and say, that's it, I've done the music for this movie. He won't come back tomorrow and say, oh, you know that cue? It's a very reassuring thing to do. So we have a lot of confidence and we trust each other.
Sound and picture moving together in time is a magical thing. And sound does so many things. You can have a scene and introduce the right sounds, and the scene changes before your eyes and ears. A whole nother world opens up, moods sweep in, And those sounds can march us through and indicate so many things as we go. And it's one of the elements that's the most critical to the whole. We identify so much with our work. Something that goes against what we believe is a horror. And so being somewhat paranoid, I worry about these things. And I think it's natural, and it does sometimes happen. If you don't have final cut, you can lose your way very quickly. So just like in life, sometimes there's laughter in the morning and some crying in the afternoon. You don't know what's going to happen, and it's beautiful to move through different moods and different feelings based on the ideas that come along.
50,000 people were killed on the highway last year.
At first, Robert Loggia was going the same lines on the guy, and I said, Robert, you know, I can't hear you. You're whispering. He says, what? I said, no, I can't hear you. And so he went louder. I say, Robert, you're whispering. I can't hear you. And that went about 5 or 6 times until this one. They can get themselves there. They just need to know that that's what's necessary. And it's in them. It's in them. It's in them. And you just have to bring it out.
Let's give it a go. Roll sound. So I guess we've saved the best for last. You want to tell them?
No, you tell.
Camila and I are going to be married.
Okay, cut it.
16.
16.
Wow. Yeah. What else?
Now we're talking.
All right, here we go. Set, Pete.
Set.
Action.
You've probably already guessed it. Camilla and I are going to be
The best one yet, you guys. That was a really beautiful thing. Okay, I'm coming in, and but that was great.
Checking the gate. Checking the gate, sir.
No, sir. Let's take one more of those bad boys. That was just great. And here we go. Action.
You've probably already guessed it. Camila and I are going to be
Got it?
45. Look at it. Married.
Okay, that was very beautiful, you guys. Really sensational. Now we're going to go do a couple of close-ups.
Just take every look just a beat longer than normal, so there's room to work. Okay, here we go.
Background.
Set beat.
Yes.
Action.
So I got the pool, and she got the pool man. I couldn't believe it. I wanted to buy that judge a Rolls Royce. Sometimes good things happen. So it looks as though we've saved the best for last. Do you want to tell them?
No, you tell.
You've probably already guessed it. Camila and I are going to be
Crash! Okay, good deal. Hold on now, I'm coming in. Give her, you know, many looks and different things, and that will be better. Okay.
And 2 lights on the menu.
Well, I guess we've saved the best for last. Do you want to tell them?
No, you tell.
Okay. You've probably already guessed it. Camilla and I are going to be married.
Crash!
Keep that anger in the back.
Very quiet.
Quiet, please, settling.
Roll sound. Rolling.
Rolling, quiet, please.
Mark.
Marker.